Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's Better Than Wolves stream. So there's been another release of Better Than Wolves since the last time we played, and so I'm all the way up to date on that, so we're going to be taking a look and seeing if we experience any of the new changes. I don't have any intention to interact with the hats, so probably not, but we shall see. Also, brief reminder that we are only 22 subs out from hitting our, or not subs, follows out from hitting our next goal and getting another big bonus stream. But other than that, I really don't have a lot to say, so let's just start playing some video games. There we go. Okay. So I was working on smelting the necessary iron for my saw. Let's stow the bucket. Oh, that's not actually quite finished yet. I should make sure I use that up. Okay. Oh, right. I'm also running low on my proper torches. So acquiring a few more of those might not be a bad idea. Saw requires 3 ingots. Actually, while I'm waiting for that to finish smelting, let me look up. Oh. Excuse me. The recipe for a saw real quick. Three gears and 2 2 blocks of wood. So a gear is 3 each. Okay. Oh, it's a flower child. Hey man, how's it going? And then I need 1 less because I already have 2 shafts on me. Oh, they make 2 each. Shit. Well, whatever. I made twice what I needed. That's fine. I will find use for them eventually. I need 9. Yeah. Turns out the 3 that stuck around are still there for the moment. And they have been a godsend smelting iron. I had fucking an entire stack of iron ore left in my base, which actually almost convinced me that the furnaces didn't work correctly anymore because I tried to smelt the ore and it didn't smelt. Consumed the fuel, but it never actually started cooking the ore. I then, after a few minutes, realized that no, I needed to convert it from ore blocks into chunks of iron, which that was a slow process, but we got there. Oh, boy. I also have vanilla torches without ever having been to the nether. I didn't check. Was there supposed to be? Just craft iron ore blocks into... yeah, because it was like entire... Yeah, it was just regular ore blocks. And is there a conversion to convert them into chunks of iron ore? Because otherwise, you know, it only took a few minutes. Like, I exaggerate slightly when I say it was painful. It was mildly irritating to have to do, but it took a few minutes and then it was done. Unfortunately, I don't have any left to check, and I don't believe I went to look at the time. Yeah, I still have that in there. Turns out just tossing a bunch of shit... I didn't realize there was a max to campfires, so tossing a bunch of shit in that was probably a giant waste, but whatever. I have wood resources to spare. Well, that'll be nice for the future. Though by the time I ever get... Actually, I guess it'll be nice maybe for somebody else who has a legacy world. Because by the next time I get access to iron ore blocks, I'll have... what's it? I will have... the next time I have blocks of iron ore, I will have... Oh, right, the ability to make a kiln and an auto kiln and smelt them that way. At least I assume that still works. Oh, I have a hemp seed left. Bastards. Oh, those are already fried. Okay. Yeah, I've got plenty of mushrooms for the moment, so harvesting those, not a priority. Oh, it's not letting you, what's it? Yeah. Yeah, Twitch is real weird about when it will and will not let people, use, ads for bits. Super inconsistent about it. Well, let's see. Oh boy. Is there any chickens in here right now? Oh, there's one baby chicken in there. And I should go and check and see if there's any eggs before I forget. Okay. Eggs? Oh. Is that all you have for me? Worthless pricks. Don't even pay. Don't even bother to pay for their freaking rent. Oh, actually, I want to replant that one right away. And pitch that in there. Brings me up to 23. I need 4 more. If I am counting correctly. Until I have enough to be getting on with. Oh boy. Yeah. Stumps. Bloody stumps. Well, they'll get theirs later, once I have access to, well, once that field fills up again, really. Alright, so projects for today. I have a couple things that I need to work on. The primary one is I've got that saw, which I want to get going. I thought I got a seed out of one of those. Nope, apparently not. Whatever, pitch it in there. At least get them one. At least get one egg come tomorrow. Double check no items down there. No. Right. So that saw, yeah, needs 4 more nuggets. So much hemp. That hemp field is definitely oversized in terms of my my needs there. Oh, right. I also found diamonds, though those are going to be a bit more of an issue to get at. Let me go take a look back there and get a handle on what that situation looks like. Because, yeah. There we go. Sorry if you could hear that on stream. Just haven't cracked my jaw in hours. Oh, yes, the accidental exit that I found. Why am I not using an axe to do that? Oh, boy, I swear, sometimes. That can wait. Okay, so I've got caves and such we can get at. Right, what I want to do is I want to drop down there and light that up. But this section should all be reasonably safe. Perhaps not perfectly so, but good enough, at least during daylight hours. So yeah, I've got... Oop, careful. Let's not get lit on fire. Being on fire would be bad. So, oh, there's redstone over there too, but more importantly, there's diamonds back there. But that's going to require a bit of work. Oh, we got that big exit over there. That's not safe. That's not safe. Yeah, this whole... I don't plan to die for a while, Flower Child. Like, I have a very important project to do before I die. In fact. Okay. Which is... I've talked about... I'm just going to do this from up here just in case. Talked about it a little bit in previous streams, but you've not been here. I plan to build... Actually begin the bit that I like about working on a large biomes world, which is I need to build roads and shelters for a pretty solid distance around my base. And by a solid distance, I mean like for several kilometers. So that if I die, let's not jinx myself. If I die again, I can find my way home. Because that is important. I don't need to take it all the way out to like the post-nether distance, but I at least need to take it out. Look, okay, I'm going to die again at some point. We both know it. That's just how this game works. I'm going to make a mistake at some point. But at least for the moment, thinking positively. Jesus Christ. What in the hell is going on with this cave generation right here? Yeah, that's the sound I didn't need to hear. Okay, we're just going to bug out. That's a bad place. I'm going to need to find another angle of attack on that, on those diamonds. But there are diamonds there. I have found them. But I'm going to need to do some work in order to get at them. I am not going to die right now. I know what I'm doing. I am being very careful, or at least as careful as is reasonably possible to be. But I at least don't plan to die until, yes. That would be much appreciated. So, I don't believe I've talked to you since I made it back home, but from spawn to my home took about 10 hours from my last death before returning home. So that's a little bit longer than what it would have been had I... Oh, no, it's a lot longer than that would have been with normal biomes, but that's just because I tend to just walk home in normal biomes. Distances, like, I'm honestly of the opinion that the normal distance for hardcore spawn might be too small. I also might just be a little fucked in the head. Yeah. Oh no, I know, right? I'm well aware. But, like, I don't know, maybe I am just a masochist because I think I prefer things this way. Ooh, and there it is. That is the last important bit. So I need... The thing is, though, is, like, in terms of how much time it took me to get to my stuff, you basically just need to take, I don't know, 2 hours off the end of that time. Maybe. That's a fair point, and something I hadn't really thought about at all. Oh, right, that's why I ended up with too many shafts. Okay. Oh. It works better if you craft the ingots first. But yes, there it is. Yeah. Grab that stuff, grab that. Okay, there we go. I mean, to my understanding, the distances end up... No. Single life. The last life I had from there to getting home was the 10 hours. Oh my god. The 0 durability just... Oh, this is so good. So, in terms of from to home, 71 hours. In case you were curious. Yep. Yeah, that adds up. Oh. Okay, you know what? I will continue doing this momentarily. First, I have some chores to attend to. Yeah, that's going to make a little bit of a mess until I can clean that up a bit. Yeah, right. Hemp needs to be harvested. Yeah. Well, the only reason I know is because I've got the video of it. So it's actually going to be a little bit off because there's some amount of my time which is spent not playing the game in all of my videos, but close enough for government work. Yeah, the other thing... Oh, yeah. 71 hours all deaths, which is just... I think I could probably manage it in, like, with the way things are right now, in probably 2 or 3 lives, I could manage to get home again, from start. I'm not 100% on that, and I've also been playing this mod for a long fucking time, so I have a... which helps a little bit, at least. Though not as much as I might have expected prior to playing with the new changes. Yeah, because I definitely have been hearing a lot of people struggling with it. Oh, right, I forgot to do the important bit. Shit. Well, whatever. I'm good on food at the moment anyway. First, die. Second, balls. Actually, no. That's... it doesn't really matter one way or the other. I guess the extra feathers are nice for arrow crafting. Oh, but I actually am gated on flint right now, not arrows. Or not feathers. That's right. Okay. That shit can go in there. Food crap can go in there. Random tools can get out of my inventory for now. I am trying to clear space so that I can go and do this bit. There we go. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Like, I trust your judgment on this stuff. Okay. I mean, I don't know. The question becomes, do you count the hiatus you took in the middle there or no? Because there was definitely an extended period of time. Oh, right, Havoc? Like, this is amazing. Like, ooh, I really should be careful about where the fuck I look on a gloom night like this. There are multiple packs of Enderman out. Jesus Christ, this is fucking terrifying from this, oh, God damn it. Fucking terrifying from this height where you can kind of see the, I don't know how well it translates on screen. You can't really get the same depth effect. Hush, Flower Child. There we go. Okay, there we are. And we can turn you back off. Because, yeah, risking that at all is just not on the cards. Okay. Oh, yes, let's pick up the mess that fell on the floor down here. Good lord, I make one heck of a mess up there. Okay. Added knockback to saw. Oh, I guess I'm never getting that back. Whatever. A little bit of loss. I can fix that later. Also, just the random patches of light from the caves that I've lit up is also really entertaining to see out in the darkness. Like, oh boy. I know this is not the typical pre-nether experience, but Jesus Christ, is this nice. Oh boy. I actually don't know that I would... like, specifically with large biomes, I have a very good idea, let's say, of the, what it's going to do to my spawn distances after I go to the nether. And while I don't plan to die for a while, I'd like to have a contingency in the event that I do. Hence why the vast quantities of wood. Actually, wouldn't adding knockback to the saw just make mob traps an well, I guess it would give you a reason to use the chopping block more. But, no, not the whole... Damn it. Oh, that's neat. I wasn't aware that that worked. Okay, actually, it's let's make. Oh wait, no. What am I doing? Don't do that, dumbass. You remember how to play this game. I have a saw. I can use high efficiency recipes now. No, okay. I will have to pre-craft those. I can put them back together on the fly, but taking them apart is not reasonably possible. Oh boy. Like, I think that's... Well, no, that's not going to be the final height that windmill sits at. I will eventually be adding a covering around that. That is a temporary thing. Like, one of my goals with this world is to make sure that I never end up with the whole thing just looking like a pile of ass. That's interesting. So that... Apparently, if you shift double-click on an item while holding another item, it will transfer all of it, but only works... Giant fucking... But yeah, apparently that hotkey only works if you're holding something else for some fucking reason. I don't understand. Minecraft, why are you so weird? Okay. So those can get stowed. Alright. Actually, you know what? Let's just fucking go for it. What? Huh. Strange. Super strange. Sorry, doing a little bit of math on the side here. While I figure out exactly how many things I need. And for some strange reason, the... what am I trying to say? Yeah, for some weird-ass reason, the whole thing just does not want to be cooperative. There we go. That's about how many I should need, if I've done my math correctly. Let's grab the swords and the axe, so I lose as little iron as possible in the event that things go wrong. Yeah. I really shouldn't use that door before I've done a creeper check. Yep. Well, we'll worry about that later. Okay. So, what the plan is, for the record, it is to, is I've got, basically I'm going to build, minimize this so it's no longer taking up screen real estate that it doesn't need to. I'm going to build a series of concentric rings of shelters linked to kind of a branching network of roads, which all point back to spawn. And these rings are going to occur about every 2 kilometers. Which, as it turns out, is it's a sizable chunk of distance, and about how far you can travel on a hard surface with hardcore movement. So, hence the wood slabs. I also should have grabbed the compass, but whatever. Oh, I should have brought a fucking shovel with me. God damn it. Okay, you know what? We'll save this project till tomorrow, because I don't particularly feel like doing this underprepared. Doing things underprepared is a good way to end up dead. Instead, I'm just going to go hunt some food real quick. Get some more ham if I can. Oh, I have a stone shovel on me, but that's really not... Stone shovels really aren't much use anymore. Like, they're a little helpful, but... Okay, pigs. I need pigs. See if I can make my food go a little further. Oh, yeah. But yeah, what I was saying earlier, now that I'm remembering, is one of my goals with this world is to never leave a project just looking... Oh, son of a bit. Well, whatever. That's mildly annoying. You have created some weird swimming habits for me, by the way, Flower Child. But anyway, never leave, like, a project, like a piece of machinery just completely, with its inner workings just completely exposed, or otherwise leave a project just kind of visually bare. So it's just some of the impetus behind the wall design that is going on in my... Ooh, that's a creeper. No, I got my eye on you, little buddy. Yep. Nope. I don't have... That's an interesting little visual bug. Should be one more. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. So that was kind of the idea with the wall design, is it's just like, alright, I want walls that aren't fugly. So this is how we're doing that. I want, yeah, and I'm gonna kind of... I have an idea for what I'm gonna do with the windmill. The idea is basically to build a base out of bricks, and then use base made of bricks, and then use birchwood and a little bit of for the upper portion, kind of narrow it a little bit at that point, and then use some stone at the corners, and use wooden partial blocks to kind of round off the top a little bit. That's the basic idea. God damn it. No fucking pigs. That's all I want. Some goddamn pigs to murder. Alright. Whatever. Let's just head back. Managed to get a couple pieces of pork chops. It's fine. So, okay. Completely changing train of thought. So assuming that I didn't have access to... Assuming that I didn't have access to a vanilla furnace, I wonder if using a brick oven or using a fire to power a cauldron, a campfire to power a cauldron, it would be more fuel efficient. Oh, that's a wolf right there. Yeah, I can't make that jump. Maybe that one. Yeah. I never liked that the ham and eggs texture looked uncooked. Yeah, whatever. I guess using the cauldron would certainly be more convenient, just for not having to swap the food in and out constantly, if nothing else. Even if the brick oven is more fuel efficient. Okay. Okay. Home sweet home. Actually, I wonder. Can I? I can. Even adding functionality like items that no longer function. Not the fried eggs. I want the raw eggs, and grab the meat, and yeah. Okay. Oh, well, whatever. We'll double check that in the morning, and that'll be fine. Let's grab all the tools I'm gonna want. I'm gonna want probably grab both shovels. I'll probably burn through one of them. I don't plan to go through the whole fucking thing, but like, I don't plan to be digging that much. But better to have it than to not. Oh, and I didn't feed the damn chickens again. Son of a bitch. I'm real bad about that. Thank God for ham and eggs, or I'd be screwed. God damn it. Oh, whatever. Regular rain isn't actually a huge problem. The windmill is disconnected, so that'll be fine. No, that's 7 seeds at least. Anyway. Toss the eggs, the chicken, and the pork chops in. Leave the bark in there, whatever. Yep. Oh, that's also a neat little side effect, is the cauldron also just automatically protects the campfire. I should probably dig this down into the ground for aesthetic reasons, rather than leaving it just kind of floating there. Make it. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. Well, that'll take a few minutes. I guess I might as well feed the chickens real quick while I'm thinking about it. Get that out of my inventory, that out of my inventory, that. Yeah. And actually, let's just stow those for now, because I'm not planning on using that. 64, 128, 256. So yeah, it should be 7 full. Because 8 full. Actually, it should be just short of being 8 full ones. Now that I think about it, for 500. It should be. Actually, you know what? That's close enough. Oh yeah, and then we'll keep that on me. For my own purposes. And let's actually burn through those in the other order. End up keeping that on me to feed the fire upstairs while I make some more food. And yeah, then come morning, I just need to get clear. That was an Enderman, right? That was probably an Enderman. Yeah, no, the sound would be way more irritating if it was storming out. Yeah, okay. I don't. You know what? I don't even care if the cauldron is less fuel efficient than a brick oven. Jesus Christ, it would be so. It's so much more convenient. No, I don't think I'd ever use a brick oven again, even without netherrack. Okay, stow that in there. Oh, so we'll have. Yeah, I just need to get 9 more nuggets before I break that pick so that I can make my backup pick. Have that ready to go. Yeah, at this point, it's interesting. Now that I have a saw, the iron axe is honestly basically just being relegated for construction use. I don't have any intention to ever use one to make, like, for chopping down trees or crafting things. Or fighting, even, if it came to that. Like, although I suppose if I wanted to use an iron tool for fighting, I would use a sword, but you know what I mean. And perhaps you don't, because I'm not being particularly clear. But here we are. And let's just ladder our way up the fucking inside of the super tree. Super trees are just like, god damn it, I hate this. Fucking having to climb up inside the tree just so that I can get to all the fucking wood. Yeah. First world Minecraft problems. Okay, good. Oh no, that doesn't actually lead to anywhere. Okay. Oh, I hear an Enderman about. That's lovely. Oh no, that's another tree that grew while I was up here shopping. Okay. But yeah, since now that I have a saw, I don't need the axe to turn logs into planks, and I don't need. Yeah, basically, I just need it for breaking existing crafted blocks. Which is still an important use and definitely worth having one around, but I don't know, just not sure where I'm going with this. Just an interesting observation, I guess. Not good. Daylight. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to bring with me was the spare compass. Well, spare, quote unquote. The compass. Oh, we'll leave that to burn. I'll come back and stoke that up again tomorrow. Yes, and I have a torch on me, so in the event that it starts storming proper, I can dig myself a hidey hole and wait it out. But jump off there, break my ankles. Grab that guy. I know roughly where spawn is, and I even have it marked. But swap those around. Switch over to the sword. And yeah, there shouldn't be any mobs out at this distance, so I should be safe. Except for things that can crawl out of caves, but you know, there's always the chance of a creeper walking out of a cave near you. Actually, yes. Here's one other thing which iron axes are amazing for. I need a fucking lawnmower. There it is. Okay. Right. And so yeah, this is one of these spots is original spawn. Which one doesn't really matter too much, but because this is what I'm using this 4x4 little spot or 2x2 little spot to mark out where spawn was. So we are just gonna start. Let's see if that's east. This makes this the north road. Oh, actually. Oh yeah, had to shelter out here one night because I kind of goofed a little bit with my my timing. But yep, I'll eventually do some work to make. I kind of wish I could make packed earth, to be honest, as that would allow me to make a much. Oh, I already got that one almost a bust. A much cleaner, like a much more. I don't know. I would prefer that for making a road system than what I have now, but I shall make do. I assume packed earth is hardcore packing only these days. Probably AFK. Oh. And this is why we listen carefully. because I absolutely caught him by sound. Damn it. At some point, I will start remembering to dang it, screwed that up. Almost had it. Oh yeah. Dang it. Alright. Oh good, that actually did break. I was kind of... Oh, you can barely hear the game sounds? I can turn them up. Yes, that's right. I did actually have to turn them down the other day because I was standing next to a millstone a bunch. And look, I still don't really have the gold to put it any distance away from myself when it's running. But how are the game sounds now? Yeah, I gotta contend with that enough at work. I don't need it at home as well. Oh, dang it, I goofed. Do. How are we doing on time? Oh, not as well as I should like. Fucking... Hello, Vinster. Oh, and hey, Enemy Moose. Or Eminy Moose. Yeah, just... Oh, god damn it. Still so glad that those don't actually combine into a proper block when you do that. It'd be such a pain when I'm doing shit like this. Oh, that's why the spiders were attacking that a bunch. Okay. So ideally, I'd like to finish this section of road, which is to say, run through all of the half slabs in my inventory. Unfortunately, we're also getting to the bit where that concept starts to become a bit more complicated, as I am no longer working my way through a plains. So, for anyone who's not aware, the project I am currently working on is a massive series of roads leading out from original spawn to the edges of spawn range. So I have the first series of them will happen at what is it? 2 kilometers out. So the motive behind it is Better Than Wolves. So long story short, Better Than Wolves makes death in Minecraft meaningful, and to do this, you no longer automatically respawn at original spawn. You will instead spawn somewhere at a random point within 2 kilometers of original spawn. Unless you're a masochist like me and play on a large biomes world, in which case it will spawn you somewhere within 8 kilometers of original spawn. And that's just to begin with. God damn it. I didn't bring a spare axe with me, so we're going to have to just break these that way. So yeah, 8 kilometers. So first ring is at 2 kilometers, second ring at 4, next at 6, and then the final one will be at 8. And then, of course, once I go to the nether, those distances are going to double, but, well, until I get... At the very least, having this first set will allow me to have some amount of ability to find my way home again. If I die post-nether, ooh. Okay. Right. Turns out, working backwards, not such a great idea. Oh, I'm also running out of time. Okay. Oh, I'm actually most of the way through with these guys. Working backwards, not a great idea. Immediately continues to work facing backwards. I swear, I'm good at video games. Don't believe my lies. Oh, right. That's the third one of those that I've gone around. Oh, and this will make number 4, I'm pretty sure. And that's 5. And that'll be 6. Because they take significantly longer to break than... yeah. So if you look, you can kind of see there's a texture difference there. Stumps take a fuck ton of time to break in Better Than Wolves. And... yeah, it's fine. I can make it home. Yeah, stumps take a bunch of time to break, and they require a, or you can use a special item to remove them, much more efficiently, which I do not have any of with me, though I could make some when I get back to my base. And I probably will, because it'll be helpful, and it'll make that look a little nicer. Stumps also have some specific uses now with with the recent updates to Better Than Wolves. So, oh, well, that's interesting. Huh. Well, if Flower comes back, I'll let him know about that. It turns out the windmills, and I'm guessing water wheels as well, though they're significantly less visible at distance, do not load in unless you are, or at render distance. They load in probably at entity render distance, which is much shorter. Yes. Home sweet home. Casa del Thornton. Or as some people called it, Thorndenheim, apparently. Anyway, point is, the hemp farm... Oh. Oh! Cool, I was out of render distance, so that never went out. That's awesome. Almost went out. But that should hopefully cook those last couple pieces of pork, which is the important bit I need. Another thing that Better Than Wolves does is it totally redid the hunger system so that it is much more involved to not starve to death. Okay, so I did the bit that I needed with the compass, because I actually... past me did the bit that I needed to bother with the compass. Iron nugget. Oh, hey. So yeah, let's just craft these up for swag value. Oop. Oh, I have 2 ingots of iron, which is a surprising amount of iron. Oh, shit. Okay. But yes, let's go experience some of the more... Yeah, so campfires, well, they don't burn unless you're within a load distance of them. So, yeah, okay, that should burn and cook that. Like, you know, same as anything else in Minecraft, it doesn't time does not progress for anything unless it is either inside of the spawn chunks or within a certain range of Steve. Oh, what do stumps do? Sorry, I missed that question. First of all, this is going to be loud as shit for a sec, so, it is for me anyway. So I apologize if I'm half shouting if, it's unnecessary. But, stumps, basically their only function is they are how you get your first crafting table now. So... I'll show you what I mean in a second, once I'm done chopping through all this oak. Okay, hush. There we are. Okay, so if I wanted to make logs, I can't just put birchwood in a crafting table anymore. I have to combine it with an axe. So I have an iron axe on me, so that converts into planks. If I had a stone axe, it would only convert into sticks. So you can't actually get a crafting table by making one right away. The only way to get one is there's a new early game tool called a chisel that lets you, well, among its various features, it allows you to convert an existing stump into a crafting table. There's a couple other things going on with the chisel, but that's the kind of the relevant one to this discussion. And so, yeah. Whatever. I lost a little bit. It's fine. But yeah, you also might have noticed that I only got 2 planks if I did that in the crafting table, or in a crafting, if I crafted it in a crafting recipe. If I use the saw, which is what I was just using, it gives me 4 planks. I missed one. I need to go make I actually need to go make myself some stone axes so that I'm stop wasting the iron axe on things that it doesn't need to be used for. And also, food! Let's grab the other food bits out of there as well. But yeah, I can't wait until the next stump burning gets to occur. Because yeah, you'll see how I leave. I don't use stump removers for these stumps. I'll use fire. I just light this whole thing on fire after it gets full enough, and then replenish it with more saplings. Which is why I have a chest full of saplings down here. So let's stow that big chunk of spare wood. So we're going to keep those with me. And let's grab... I only have 1 piece of rotten flesh. I only have 2 sets of creeper oysters. So I don't have a ton of supplies for this, but there's some stump remover. Stow the excess bits in there, grab the rest of my stump remover out of there. Wood. No, that's not wood. Oh! Vinster! Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Brief reminder for everybody watching, actually, that if I hit my next big follow goal of 160, I will do a 12-hour bonus stream on the following Sunday, at least part of which will be spent on Better Than Wolves. Also, another fun fact with Better Than Wolves is all of these iron tools can be later melted down again to recover some of the iron spent to create them. Right, stone axes. So, let's use some hemp. Let's grab some stones, and I need some shafts. Well, if I'm going to acquire shafts, I might as well do it the correct way. No. That goes in there. That goes up there. Well, things are about to get loud again for a minute. While I'm up top here. So I apologize if this is a little... Yep, the stump remover just removes stumps. It does precisely what it says on the tin. Oh, whoop. God damn it. Oh, I accidentally turned that sideways. That's not what I meant to do. Oh. That's actually... Why make a lever when I could just... I guess it's less of a pain in the ass. I never even thought about that. Oh boy, yeah. If you're not careful. Though to be fair, the saws doing damage actually serves a very particular function. And that's a good idea, Grom, but I need the, I guess I could put the... I could make it two-tiered and put the millstone on top. But that just sounds like a lot of work for what is ultimately a temporary construction. So, why did I go up there and risk my life using the saw? Let me explain momentarily. First, need to acquire the eggs. So, normally, when you attempt to use some planks to make a shaft, or stick as it's normally called, you only get 2. But you can turn 1 plank into 4 moldings. And moldings can be turned into a shaft. So I get 4 sticks out of every plank. Which I can then come up here, do that. Let's limit that a little bit. Yeah, it should be plenty. No. Oh, right. That's right. Stone axes only are shapeless, technically, recipe, and they require only 1 shaft. Because early game changes that I completely forgot about briefly. Okay. Like... But yeah... Oh, hey, Ethnoloc Bob. And look at that! You're actually here with more than an hour of stream left. Oh, sorry if that comes off a bit rude, but, oh. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. So, there are 2 different, ways of generating mechanical power. Number 1 is what you see there, which is the windmill. And that is the only way I have access to right now. Well, okay, that's not strictly speak. No, because you need glue to make... Yeah, you need glue these days in order to make the paddles. It's been a little while since you could use slime balls, and by a little while, I mean fucking years. Jesus Christ, I've been playing this game too long. Anyway. So, there is a second way, though, which is, as I was saying a moment ago, you can use a water wheel. So why would you use a water wheel when you already have a windmill? It's a question I assume you'll have. And the answer is the windmill has to be shut off during the day for safety reasons. Or not during the day. It has to be shut off during storms for safety reasons. If you do not turn off your windmill, it will break the gearbox that is attached to it during a storm. It won't actually do it during during regular rain, but only during a proper storm. Which, you know, okay, that seems annoying, but not the end of the world. Well, thing is, gearboxes are somewhat expensive these days, because each one requires 3 gold nuggets. Which doesn't sound like a lot of gold until you remember that in Better Than Wolves, 1 piece of ore does not give 1 ingot, but 1 nugget. So yeah. The gearboxes are actually somewhat expensive until you have access to a gold farm. Which admittedly I am doing this project in preparation to going to the Nether, but making a decent gold farm is going to require a bit more than just having barely reached the Nether. Oh, also that's a pig. I should probably murder it for its delicious, delicious bacon. But yes, I hope that answers your question, potentially more thoroughly than what you were looking for, but, you know, yep, that is correct. It's actually funny, iron nuggets did not exist in this version of Minecraft, because that's another, also on the list of fun facts about Better Than Wolves, is I'm not running on whatever the shit Vanilla's on right now. This is version 152. And that is not an accident, that is not because this mod is dead, that is by design. The mod is actually under active development right now, and Flower Child, the dev, was in here earlier talking. He just chose to version lock on 152 around the time that 1.6 was announced, because he looked at, if I remember rightly, he looked at the list of features that 1.6 was going to add, which includes horses. It was a version where horses were added. Oh yeah, watch this. In a fight, cow versus zombie, cow wins every time. Oh, that's a wolf. That's lovely. Shit. Anyway, so that is a quarter. So here, let's just walk this real quick, because I just want to. Oh no, yeah. No, this isn't even a quarter. This is, so from here all the way back is 1/8 the length of this this finished road. And this road only goes to the yeah. That's, yeah. Like, I absolutely do not disagree with his decision to version lock. I'm just explaining because there are people here who are unfamiliar with Better Than Wolves. But yeah, this... So I need to make 8 more segments that are each that long. And then I will build a shelter at the end, or well, 7 more segments, I guess. And then I'll need to build a shelter at the end of that. And then, yeah. What is that? Oh! It's going to take a little while. Now, it is worth noting that this is not the vanilla Better Than Wolves experience. That is the wrong spot. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, the thing is, Finster is, once I am done, it will theoretically save me tons of time. I just want to make sure I'm not about to get ambushed by nothing. Yeah? Because, yeah. What do I got for time? Not a ton, but enough. The last time I died. Ooh, that's a spider spawner too. Ooh! Saddles. Bread. Wheat. Chocolate. All sorts of goodies. Unfortunately, no seeds. I'm a little sad about that. I was hoping for some melon or pumpkin seeds in there. Yeah. Right? Glue. That's the important bit. Is this can later be... You need a stoked cauldron to render things for glue, right? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. So that's going to have to wait until after I go to the Nether. Another thing which is of important note is at the bottom of the cave underneath that torch over there, excuse me, that I was just looking at, is a ravine. And at the bottom of that ravine is another ravine. And, well, at the bottom of that ravine is a lava lake, but that's a problem to be dealt with. But at the far end of that ravine are diamonds. At least 2 of them, potentially more. Oh, yeah. Also, I love... Oh, I don't love these fucking bits of spider webbing everywhere, but I refuse to... Actually, you know what? No, I can break them now, because they no longer matter. Well, we'll deal with that in a second, but yeah, I really like this wall design. I need to, like, basically double its height, I think. But, once that thing's all built up, it will make a very nice, I think, well, it looks decent already. And it will look even better once it's complete. So that is Bob, that is precisely why I am doing this project. That is why I bothered to make a saw before going to the Nether, right? Like, that saw was 3 ingots. That was a significant iron investment. So the first series of shelters is going to be at 2 kilometers. The second series of shelters is going to be at 4, then 6, then 8. I've been over this a little bit before in previous streams and earlier this stream. So, and the number of shelters is going to increase at each range as well. So that eventually I will be able to I will be able to easily make my way home if I die. Because yeah, as I was saying earlier, I've died. Yeah. Like, I've got my work cut out for me here. But I died, well, I jumped off the wall and committed suicide, actually, when the new changes to the early game were made. A couple months ago at this point, I guess. But, ooh, I can make myself some tasty sandwiches. Tasty, tasty sandwiches. And actually, that is what we're going to go do next, is we are going to go grind this wheat. Because while I could use it to lure some animals and breed a couple, it's just not really... I could spend... Yeah, I could spend 8 wheat to make 4 more pigs, to maybe get, to stretch my eggs a little further, or I could deafen myself for a minute. While I grind some wheat into flour. Which I will then make into bread. I apologize for the loud volumes. Yeah, especially when you get another piece of flour dropped into your hand halfway through. Which, speaking of, Grom, I had, until you mentioned that in Discord a few weeks ago. Yeah, alright, I'll wait. No. Actually, legit, how loud is this? I guess rip headphone users. Okay. No, I do have all 8. Okay. Anyway. Yes, and also cranks the fucking volume, but yeah. It does many things. All of them to your ears, none of them pleasant. Actually, FC's not here. Shh. You didn't see anything. I've actually mostly just been using this for iron, because holy shit, do I not want to deal with sitting here mass smelting iron. But at the same time, you know what? No, I earned this convenience. 71 hours I spent from when I jumped off that wall to when I made it home. I did this to myself. And the worst bit is I don't really regret it. Oh, right, sorry, I keep getting completely sidetracked. The fact that when an item lands in your inventory, if it lands in the hand you are using, it resets the break timer on whatever you're breaking. So, i.e., what actually happened to me when I was breaking that flower up there is a second piece of flower ended up in my inventory when I was 2/3 done and made me restart on the breaking process. I was not aware of that until you mentioned that in Discord a few weeks ago when you were talking about your frustrations watching other people go through the early game. And admittedly, in that case, it's a super tiny loss because it happens maybe 2 seconds after the block breaks on a block, which takes quite a significant chunk of time to break. Yeah. Okay. Stow that crap away. That's fine. I should actually put some of that back in the thing the next time I go up there, but whatever. Christ. I mean, that just sounds like it'd be a pain in the ass and not particularly add all that much to gameplay, but... There we are. Okay. Almost there. Oh, I don't even have enough chicken to make all these tasty sandwiches. Sandwiches! Alright, we're just gonna stow that. Continue with the ham and eggs, because... Tasty sandwich is, what is it, 2.5? Pips of hunger? Nice. That's pretty funny. Alright, I'm just gonna grab a couple stacks of hemp and go stuff that back in the millstone while I'm thinking about it. And then we're crafting, I guess... I don't know, how many... I guess the real question is how much shit can I reasonably carry on my person? So we stow that crap, get rid of that guy. Oh wait, no. That also goes under the render for glue file. That actually has potential function. Okay. And the spare shafts go in here. Well, okay. wasn't talking about literal shit, Grom. Do I even have enough shit for a shit? No, I don't even have enough shit for a shit block. I also don't have as much... Oh, no, I do. Okay, I have more oak. Okay, we're good. I'm going to require more wood soon. But... I guess I'm going to have to spend a bunch of time near home for a while after this section of the project, because I just don't have enough wood. Well, I'm going to be I'm still on for another hour yet, but, so, we'll see. If not, see you around, Bob. Thanks for being here. God fucking damn, how the shit did he get up there? Actually, how the shit did he get up there? There's a torch right fucking there. I mean, I guess he could theoretically have wandered from wherever he initially spawned at. Oh, he's making a beeline for the water. Whatever. Fucking dead skeleton. Did you drop anything valuable? That's a regular bone, isn't it? Yeah, it's just bone. And break my ankles. Alright. Off into the woods we go. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he just spawned on a spot on the top of my wall that I missed when I was lighting it up. Like, there are probably a number of isolated spawn locations inside my base, to be honest. Because I'm not particularly, well, I'm very thorough, but I'm not particularly rigorous in my application of torches. So, it is entirely possible that I missed a few, but they have very low chance. Because they're a singular isolated box, the odds of something spawning there are very small, and the, yeah, you know what I'm getting at here. So let's see. I have how many stacks of fucking shit before I head off? 16 plus 39. Can somebody calculate how many fucking things I have in my inventory for me right now? 16 times 60... Oh, wait. 16 times 64 is 2 to the 10. Okay. Never mind. I got it. I was just like, wait a minute. That's a power of 2. That makes this real easy. Okay. Because, yeah, 2 to the 6 times 2 to the 4 is 2 to the 10. Yay, math! I hate that that does that. I also refuse to curve my road. So, okay. So, the one problem which I have not come up with a sufficient answer for is what happens when I reach an ocean. Because it's bound to happen. I don't particularly feel like building a bridge over an ocean, though. I have zero desire to experience hats anytime soon. But Uh... Okay, so that's one. Oh! That actually just makes that super easy. So there's going to be one stack, and it'll be more as I go, but... Oh, hey, ravine. But yeah, I don't know how I'm precisely going to handle road, or, oceans. Because, yeah, they are going to be a problem. Oceans, especially in large biomes, are goddamn fucking massive. Like, it's a little horrifying how huge oceans get. God. Never heard a sound that was simultaneously so innocent and so horrifying. So thanks for that, Flower Child. I'll never be able to, experience dogs quite the same way ever again. Because I just hear that panting, and I'm just like, oh god. Is it hungry? Yeah, whatever. So we're just gonna extend up. And... oh. Easier solution. So I do not plan, for the record, I do not plan on heading back to my base prior to night this time. The plan is actually just to keep going up until the night and beyond. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig myself a little trench, slight ways away from the road. And I will sleep in that. I'll just find the nearest good location as evening approaches and use that as my rest stop. And like I said, once this road is done, it will actually be traversable in a single day. You will have to spend the entire day walking it, but, yeah, if you... it's a wolf. Okay, I was like, well, not that that should reassure me too much, but, yeah, if you walk from one of these shelters to the next, it should take you slightly less than one in-game day, is the plan. You can actually walk about 3 kilometers on hard surfaces over the course of a single in-game day, if I know what I'm on about. Okay. Actually check the time. Oh, speaking of, it's about that time. Let us build ourselves a nice little... ooh, actually, this looks like it will make a good spot. We'll head around to the side. So all we're going to do is we're just going to dig ourselves a nice little trench here. Shit. Well, whatever. 6. Nope, I need more bit of dirt. There we go. Well, I didn't bring any spare stuff with me. That's fine. Yeah, no. We gonna let out our inner, we're gonna let out our inner pyromaniac a little bit. Oh, sorry. Hey, Bacon Angel. I should have muted my mic before that happened, but it's fine. That should have been relatively muted. Ah, yeah. I should have brought some knitting to do with me overnight. But hey, we about to start a forest fire. We are about to disappoint Smokey the Bear on a grand scale. Well, not a particularly... not a particularly grand scale, anyway. But, you know, grand enough. Look, what I'm saying is Smokey can get fucked. Oh. Come on. That's totally within range. Alright. Oh. Oh. That doesn't sound pleasant. Ah, there it is. Oh. Yep, that wolf is really trying to get to me. Is it a full moon tonight? Yeah, this is, exactly how an uncautious Thornton died before. I don't think death by boredom is possible tonight. Death by mild heart attack, though, certainly. Yep, definitely should have brought my knitting with me. Yeah, it's... I mean, look, it's impossible... Yep, it's a full moon. It's a goddamn full moon. It is impossible for him to get into the shelter, right? This thing is designed to be completely mob-proof. But... Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, I could probably hit him here, to be honest. Yeah, basically Havoc. But I don't need to kill it. Like, and it's not aggroed. It's just, I do believe the implication is it's just horny. And if you leave him alone, he'll calm the fuck down come morning. Jesus Christ. This is, the awoo is particularly obnoxious. Yeah. No, I died that way once, actually. On my the first time I got myself a compass and on my way home, a solid, like, it was probably only like 20 hours into my, well, maybe 30 hours at that point, into my ordeal. And I had the compass. I'm pretty sure I was in, you know that snowy forest that's to the south of my base? I'm pretty sure I was in that biome. I was that close to home when I built my shelter up against a tree and lit a campfire in it. And the shelter, and a wolf jumped on the burning tree and into my shelter to try and eat my face because it was a full moon. I killed the first one. I then made the mistake of putting my sword away before killing before the night was over, and the second one got me. Like, I could have survived it, like, even without remembering that this happened. I could have survived it if I hadn't just fucking gotten a little cocky. So basically, I died to my own hubris, is what I'm trying to get at here. Jesus fucking Christ. I apologize if this is ridiculously loud to anybody. But, well, yeah, it's certainly loud to me, that's for sure. Okay. What the hell was that noise? Oh, it might have... The wolf... What the fuck? Oh, no, yeah, the wolf took a shit. Okay. Oh my god. Jeez, my ears are bleeding. We are waiting for the night to pass, which it almost has. And then beyond that, we are building the fuck off big road that leads from spawn to, the places I might have respawned at in the, well, then I have a pair of iron swords with his name on them. Okay. So we're gonna wait for the mobs to finish burning before we do anything. Just for safety's sake. I have both of them direct to hand, and I'm not afraid to break them if I must. I have a solid chunk of iron to be recovered. Oh, actually, I should swap that. I have a solid chunk of iron to be recovered once I get access to a crucible, which, to be fair, shouldn't be long after I get to the nether. Shush, Havoc. Alright, you know what? We're gonna... You know, where's he then? Okay, zombies are on fire. I just want to, like, get a view that doesn't require me to expose myself too much. And to not be constantly jumping. Okay, so there's a creeper there. Yeah, there's a skeleton over that way somewhere, but he's fine. It looks okay. The wolf isn't charging me, so we're safe on that front this time. Okay. Ooh, some rotten flesh for me. Can use that to make some more. I kind of wish I had thought to bring my shears with me. But I'll take what I can get. Okay. Now, let's not keep these wolves loaded for longer than is strictly necessary. Okay. So, back to work on the Great Road. Well, one of them. This project is going to take a fuck ton of time. Though... Let's see, so I brought 1,000 blocks with me this time. So by the time I am done with this section, the whole thing will be about 3/8 done. We're making progress. Slow and steady and all that. Okay. Here we are. God fucking... And then this is why we have the iron axe. Oh, shit. That's problematic. I didn't think that through before I did that. Well, whatever. I'll just have to relight that torch tonight. I didn't expect that to happen that quickly. Yeah, and then we'll just choo-choo. Oh, and get the fuck out of my way. Get out of my way. Do. Oops. I don't know. Can I just find like a desert? Honestly, right now, what I want is a goddamn desert. Desert would be ideal. I'm still... Anybody have any good ideas what the shit I should do when I reach an ocean doing this? Because it's gonna happen eventually, right? Okay, I hear a zombie around, but I do not see a zombie around. Oops. Also, keep an eye on the cow, because I do not particularly feel like death by cow right now. And for anyone wondering, the reason I'm building this above the ground is purely for conservation of resources. Every time I have to build something which sits below the ground at all, it yeah, anytime I have to build something which sits below the ground at all, it costs me shovel usage every time, and I have a lot of shovel. I do not have infinite shovel. At least not until after I've been to the Nether. And this project needs to be done before I go to the Nether. Though I'm not sure my patience is long enough for that. Like, I have a lot of patience. This might test it properly. Did I... No, I goofed. I started chopping down the wrong section of fucking branches. God damn it. Bloody... Nope. I mean, yes, Grom, but, like... Even Flower Child looked at what I'm doing and was kind of like, you're on your own here, man. There must be a cave, like, directly underneath me or something. I didn't bring enough axes with me. Okay, I kind of thought, but was not 100% sure. Oh, shit. Well, the good news is that I have... oh, hey, there was... I've been here before. That was some spider string. Okay. So, yep. Good enough. Alright, so... you know what? That's probably a poor idea. I suppose if I'm going to do that, I should make the whole thing, for long in the future, but, okay. Here we are. I mean... Maybe, Grom. But one would need more patience than even than I have. I was going to say even I have, but that sounds really conceited. Actually, I could just do this. Okay, so we're going to finish this chunk of road here, and then we're going to go back home for a while. And there is absolutely no purpose to this fire other than to relight my torch, which I do kind of wish to have, and to burn down the woods around me. Basically, I am here... 90% of my existence right now is disappointing Smokey the Bear. But, like, at the same time, those trees can harbor skeletons, and they are therefore the enemy. Okay. Oh, boy. So, yeah, this is, I apologize, it was not necessarily the most exciting content watching me build a road, which is going to be of obscene length. Because remember, 8 kilometers is the full distance I eventually have to go. Oh, Christ. Enlightenment to yeah. This forest has certainly been enlightened in a sense. I still kind of miss out the old alpha fire mechanics, where they would just fucking go, and you'd end up with logs that would just burn forever and never quite finish burning. Like, it created a much more... it created a much better sense of, oh god, I fucked up, when you accidentally lit a forest on fire. And it created a very weird, like, weird and distinctly Minecraftian image where you had just this wasteland of bits of trees that got skipped over and still burning chunks and empty space of what clearly should be more than just an open forest. I miss that. Oh, yes. I also need to remember to definitely make these trenches going east-west. Okay, so the trench needs to be 4 blocks... Okay, so that's future plans. Trench needs to be at least 4 meters long, it needs to be exactly 4 meters long. Or, well, the trench itself only is 3, but the walled off section is 4, I suppose. With a campfire placed at whichever end is closest to trees. With the whole thing running east to west, so that I can at least watch the progress of the moon. Whew. This is nice. So how's everyone else's nights going? I'm having a pretty good time. Well. Ah. Well, that sounds like a decent plan for dinner. I mean, I appreciate that, Grom. Okay, so... Oop, that's Creeper. Son of a bitch. The Creeper is going to make leaving here in the morning complicated. Hopefully he fucks off to elsewhere now that he can't path to me. I know too many Bobs. I swear to God. Still, that's okay. Yeah, actually, no, that modern brew that I had no longer... It barely functioned previously, and then they went and they fucking banned, Serum Visions, and then it just went from barely passable to actually trash. So... like, in order for that thing to even remotely function, they'll need to print at least one... Or no, it wasn't Serum Visions that they banned. It was Gitaxian Probe. Right. Probe is the one they banned. Sorry. Excuse me while my brain gets on the correct tack. So yeah, I need at least one more free and or one-drop selective cantrip to be printed, or another... Probe isn't... Like, it's a free cantrip, right? All it does... It gives you some information, which is useful, right? It gives you useful information, and it draws you a card. It's not ridiculous. What it enables is ridiculous. Probe wasn't banned for what it does. Probe was banned for the decks that it supports. But yeah, I need, like I said, either a cantrip that either returns the mana I spent on it, costs me no mana, or only costs 1 and allows me some amount of card selection. Because at present, in that category, you have Manamorphose, Serum Visions, Sleight of Hand, and previously Gitaxian Probe. No, God, no. Probe is not on the same level as Ponder and Preordain. Those cards are just ridiculously powerful. Those cards are just too powerful for Modern Environment. I mean, I guess it does, like, those cards are, in addition to enabling the same kind of shenanigans that Probe does, are also just inherently powerful effects. And I apologize for anybody in here who doesn't follow Magic, but, yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Because, yeah, like, in addition to enabling shit like Storm, which, admittedly, the deck that I'm referring to is a sort of Storm offshoot. It's not a traditional Storm deck, at least. It goes off using Haze of Rage instead of Grape Shot, but... Alright, well... Shit, okay, moving. Just regular rain. Mildly irritating, but not the end of the world. Okay. Where the fuck is my road? Oh, whoops, I overshot a little bit. Okay. Like, and I'm not trying to say that these cards shouldn't be or that these cards should be unbanned, for the record. I just am kind of annoyed because I had a deck that really badly did a really poor job of exploiting the type of shenanigans that these cards were banned for. So, like, the deck itself would have been reasonably fair. Well, I mean, it wasn't a fair deck. It was a Storm deck. Who am I kidding? But it would have been, might be a better word than fair. It would have been, like, beatable. Like, it would not have just been some unstoppable monster. Theoretically, if I ever got it going, it would be more resilient than your average Storm deck, because instead of just I combo off or die, yeah, relatively more interactive. That would, yeah, interactive. That's a good term for it. Because, yeah, the, because it was a creature-based Storm deck, right? Where the objective was to go off with a token with either... What you wanted was to have either Young Pyromancer or Monastery Mentor in play. And then you just storm off. And then you do a really short storm off, right? Rather than going for needing to count to 20... Well, actually, Modern Storm doesn't count to 20. It counts to, like, 10... and then uses, yeah, it counts to like 9, and then uses, fucking Flames of the Past to, or Past in Flames, sorry, not not Flames of the Past, Past in Flames, to get the rest of the way there. But yeah, Past in Flames. God damn it, I'm burning through the rest of this axe. I didn't want to. God, I wish Iron Axes still let me chop through leaves for free. It's fine. But yeah, so it was trying to make a stack of creatures and go sideways with them. So in theory, you could, actually what you could do is you could I could rebuild that deck, and instead of going, the whole, like, the version of the deck that I had drawn up was a straight combo version of the deck, where, yeah, it played much more like a traditional Storm deck, where you counted to your number as fast as possible or you lost. I mean, not in Modern it isn't, but like Tendrils is Legacy or Vintage only. It's too old. I assumed we were talking Modern. Okay. I mean, if you want to make ridiculous rogue brews, he is the person to watch. Ah, Vintage Cube shenanigans. Ah, Vintage. At least I think Newmont's one of those guys who just goes and makes ridiculous decks for himself all the time. Yes, now we're getting into some of the fun bits of building this road. The dealing with... Honestly, you know what I should have done? Is rather than up and downing this, we're gonna do something different. And that's at currently head height. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna stay up at that level. Well, see, the thing is I didn't realize how quickly that curved back, or that came back up until I until I was a good chunk into the way into my building. Fuck it. Nope. Okay. That's the last time I'm using that one. Shit. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to have to head back to base no matter what, because I am out of axe. And I have yet to run out of forest. But I should be able to make it back before nightfall, once I finish this bridge at least. Yeah, I think I've also managed to disappoint my managers at my supervisors at Mercury. I've used far too much common sense in the construction of this bridge. And Alright, well, we'll have to come back and finish that later because I need to get back before nightfall. But yeah. This is what this road is going to look like, is just fucking 2 kilometers of this. I'm a solid chunk of the way to 3/4 of a single kilometer on the length of that bridge. To give you some kind of sense of scale here. Alright? Or not with like yeah, with that bridge, I'm most of the way to 3/4 of a kilometer. So I am about 1/3 of the way done. Let's say. God damn it. Alright, you know what? It shouldn't break with these 2 uses. Okay. Actually, the last uses. There we go. So this road will end up being about 3 times its current length. And we're just gonna walk, all the way back to spawn on it. Oh, road construction. Yeah. To be fair, traffic dynamics are a bit more complex than this. Considering this is only ever supposed to... Okay, that's just a regular wolf. He's just wet. It's fine. This is a road that's only ever supposed to carry 1 person. Right. Automod does not quite work as intended when you have your chat being displayed on screen. I still need to come up with a solution to that problem. It is just dusk now. Yeah, okay, there's my base over there. This is fine. I've done this plenty of times. Yeah, I have Automod set to its lightest setting, so it should generally leave everything alone. Oh yeah, see? Look at that. The fucking... yeah. Hey, no, my home is not a hole in the ground. It has become significantly more than that over time. Unfortunately, I took slightly longer to get home this time than I have on previous times. So that creeper did exactly what I intended him to, which is get stuck in the webbing. Alright. We're going to dodge that creeper by going this way. There we are. Ow. And broke my ankles. As is tradition. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to have to stay here for a little while until we stock up on some more wood, because this is all of the oak that I have left. But yes, mechanical power, I can turn, at least I can be efficient about my processing of it into, oh, actually, speaking of, I should grab this. I heard an Enderman freaking the fuck out. Also, Flower Child seems to have fixed the, bug with food and ladders, so that's nice. No, there's only 1 chicken in there. It's a bit unfortunate. I have some bread that would like to meet his, yes. Well, there was actually a new release in the last few days. So, the, yeah, and that one of the things that was fixed was that. Like, Flower Child was here when I was experimenting with that, so he saw it and knew about it. Okay. Oh, I have plenty of feathers. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I need flint, though, if I want to make arrows. That's the big one. That goes in here. Look at all that iron. Yeah, no, there is one. Let me pull up the changelog real quick. It doesn't say it directly, but I believe... Oh, yeah. So it doesn't change the way health and hunger status penalties are handled internally to hopefully reduce some client-server synchronization issues. Oh, actually, no, that wasn't it at all. I don't know, maybe I've just been getting lucky? I heard an Enderman. It sounds like it's practically fucking on top of me. I don't have any spots which are Enderman-proof. Oh, I do have one spot. Never mind. But I do not wish to die to invisible Enderman. I came very close to that happening the other day. Okay, no invisible Enderman over there. Good. And I do not wish to have that happen again. Where was I? Oh, yeah, I was actually going to count this up real quick. So I misread that, Grom. Never mind, ignore me. I haven't noticed it happening yet, though that doesn't actually mean anything. No. So that's 12, 24, plus 3 more, 27, 18, iron ingots to be reclaimed. 18 iron ingots. So much iron. I am super tempted to go to the Nether early. Oh, right. I forgot to make the axe. Yeah, I'm super tempted to say fuck it to that project and go to the Nether slightly early and, get netherrack and hopefully find some blaze rods and make myself some hibachis and all that jazz. Okay. Yep, see, skeletons spawning. Ow, fucker. Yeah, no, I misread it, Zaruk. I already just... Oh, there was a second food change? Right. Can you just quick summarize what the other food change said for me real quick? Because I'm not seeing it on a rapid skim of the changelog. Okay, so something he spawned like in here somewhere. Like, we're just gonna move that up there. It should be enough. Like, it was probably at like the minimum. Yeah, this is not quite up to burning density yet. Okay. Oh, right. I was gonna grab and get myself a little more stump remover. That's fine. Oh yeah, since it's no longer storming out, I should go process this stuff from logs into wood. Change my health and hunger status are handled internally. No, that was exactly the one I was reading, Z. Alright, it's going to get a little loud for a moment. You didn't need your ears, did you? Because I don't know about anyone else, but that is loud as piss for me. Okay, there's an Enderman right at the base of the ladder. Oh shit, okay. So I don't know if I looked directly at him or not. Or if I just looked close enough to trigger the sound without pissing him off. It is also end of stream. Oh, I just heard a teleport. Just gonna make a little shelter here that I can run back to real quick, if I need to. Oh, he's got a block already, so even if he is pissed off, he'll disappear shortly. It's fine. He is, teleporting around. He's making the screaming face, which is not necessarily an accurate indication that he's pissed off. It is likely to be, but it is not necessarily so. Alright, not too worried about that shit. Okay. It looks like we're safe. I don't actually have an axe to tear that down with just right now. Yeah, it seems like he's fucked off. Well, yeah, no, if he hadn't fucked off, he'd be trying to kill me right now. Whew. God, I hate that shit. Alright. So, thing is, it's 2 a.m. So, I'm going to cut back to me. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Please, if you feel like, if you enjoyed what you were saying, drop a follow. Helps the channel. Gets you, damages the bit boss. The Wired has been up there for quite some time. Constantly self-healing. When we get up to that next 160 mark on the follows, I will be doing another 12-hour bonus stream. Also, whenever it's a long ways off, but when we get to the 50 mark on subs, we'll be doing a big giveaway. Well, big. We'll be doing a giveaway, probably a free game on Steam. Anyway, that's all. That's it for me for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I will be back Thursday night. Not sure what game I'll be playing just yet. It will not be Better Than Wolves. It's probably not going to be Dark Souls. I'm still a little irritated with it from last week. Maybe it'll be some more Frostpunk. I haven't played that in a few weeks. I had a bunch of fun playing it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, I'll catch you all later.